Cannes Film Festival. They announced their lineup, and it's a doozy. Some great flicks. The Great Gatsby is premiering there as its opening film. When is the Cannes Film Festival? It's in May. I don't have the exact dates.
Well,
May 15th.
May 10th is the premiere of Gatsby here, so I think it is. Isn't the middle or end of May?
Also, it's after. Yeah, it's after. It premieres at Cannes after it premieres here in the U.S. May 15th is when it kicks off.
Oh, wow, okay.
Here are some of the films and filmmakers that are represented there. Steven Soderbergh's Behind the Candelabra. It premieres on HBO at the end of May. It premieres at Cannes a couple of weeks before that, which that looks like a lot of fun. James Gray's new film, I think it's another one starring Joaquin Phoenix. Joel and Ethan Coen's new film, Inside Llewellyn Davis, is there. We have Nebraska, the black and white road movie from Alexander Payne. That movie Only God Forgives with Ryan Gosling from director Nicholas Winding Refn.
I can't wait to see that.
We got two from Polanski. We've got the race car documentary that he made in, I think, the 70s that they just uncovered that's never been seen before.
Right.
Brett Ratner found it, and I guess he's releasing it. It's going to be released on Netflix. Then we have a narrative film called Venus in Fur from Polanski, and it's based on a Broadway play. It's a two-character play starring his wife. Let me find out what it's about real quick. The writer-director of a new play, an adaptation of the novel, which inspired the term masochism, is on the telephone lamenting the inadequacies of all the actresses who showed up that day to audition for the lead character. Suddenly, at the last minute, a new actress bursts in. She's needy, crude, compliant, desperate, everything that this director's been complaining about. Yet over the next 90 minutes, the balance of power shifts as the actress establishes total dominance over the director, exactly as happens in the novel of the play that they're doing. So it sounds like an intense psychological power play between the sexes kind of movie. Sofia Coppola's new movie Bling Ring will be there. Johnny Toe's new movie Blind Detective. James Toback has a new movie premiering there.
Yes, he does. I saw this the other day. Got very excited. Maybe we can get him back to the show.
Seduced and Abandoned. Oh, I know what this is. Seduced and Abandoned. That's the documentary that he and Alec Baldwin did together on. Let me find. It's about the Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then we have a new Jerry Lewis stars in a new movie called Max Rose that's premiering there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And Stephen Frears has a new movie called Muhammad Ali's Greatest Fight. That is not a documentary. I think that's a movie. Frank Langella's in it. Danny Glover, Christopher Plummer.
J.C. Chandor's new movie is out of competition. Playing out of competition.
Oh, it's playing there too. Is that that's the one starring Redford?
Yeah, All Is Lost. Yeah, Takashi Miyake has a new film called Shield of Straw, and Carlos Sorrentino has The Great Beauty. Francois Ozon has a new one.
In the House.
Yeah, and then Hirokazu Koreeda, that's one of my favorite Japanese directors these days, has a new movie called Like Father, Like Son. And finally, also Asghar Farhadi, who did Separation as Le Passé there. So they do have a good lineup.
Yeah, they have a really good one. So we'll be hearing about all these advanced words on all these movies come mid-May. And then we'll have Toronto and Venice, and we'll hear about a lot of stuff. Scorsese, I guess he was interviewed, and he talked about what he's doing. So he's making Silence, that movie that he's long wanted to do.
Right.
He's making that, and then things are moving forward with The Irishman. Apparently he and De Niro and Pacino and Pesci all met up for a table reading of the script so far for The Irishman. So things are moving forward on that. Wouldn't you love to be in that
awesome.
room? God, that'd be a great room to be in, to hear the table reading them. Wouldn't it? I mean, I keep hearing about, a lot of times Pacino, this isn't the case with this one, but Pacino usually asks for a table reading. he's like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. Can we do a table reading of it? And he did that with Noriega, and they read it twice, and they decided the script didn't work, so they needed to drop it. He did a table reading of Pretty Woman when Gary Marshall wanted him, and that's when they brought in Julia Roberts for the first time. And so he read it out loud, and he knew that it wasn't for him. So table readings, those are cool. Leonardo DiCaprio did the table reading for American Psycho for Oliver Stone, and then both of them decided it wasn't for them based on that.
I bet you learn a lot, like, just trying to read it through and everything. You learn a lot. Like, I can't say this. 2014, he's going to do The Silence, and they're going to start it in 2014? They're going to start filming it then? So it won't be out until 2015, like, the last week of 2014.
Possibly.
Probably,
unless he rushes it for holiday, which he's done before. I mean, he did
that
for Wolf of Wall Street.
That means they won't be attacking. The earliest they'll be attacking The Irishman will be the middle of 2015.
Probably.
Okay. All right. Hope everybody's eating healthy.
Yeah, no,
I know. Really, I worry so much about that because this has the potential to be such a great movie. So,
I would have to say I watched Liberal Arts earlier this year, and if I had seen this one too, I might have put this one on my top 10 last year. And that's Hello, I Must Be Going. And I thought it was superb. I mean, I really thought.
What is that?
Oh God, it's just a woman who's just gone through a divorce, moves back home with her family. Is it Melanie
Lansky?
She's been a lot of things. She's been a lot of things, and she goes home to live with her parents. Is it John Rubenstein and Bliss Danner are the parents?
Blythe Danner.
Yeah. Blythe, God, I can always think of her when I meet the fuckers.
Liv Scribner, is he in it?
Exactly. I knew you were going there, Jamie. I knew you were going there. But
oh God, I need to pull that audio clip.
I'm sure you will. But this was
starring Bleeth Donner and Liv Scribner.
More like. Let me think of it. She's a monster in the movie.
Oh God, that cracks me up.
Yeah, she's a monster in the movie, though. She's a selfish bitch when you realize that at the end. She's a really heartless bitch. But I thought the movie was superb. I really thought it was really well done. It's someone who obviously, when I'm first watching it, I'm thinking, oh, God, this girl went to the Lena Dunham School of Acting, and then halfway through it, you're like, oh, God, she's so much better than Lena Dunham. It's not even funny. And it's a really well done movie. I mean,
Linsky's been in movies for like 20 years.
Oh,
now.
I know, but I don't know if she's had a couple of obviously starring performances, but unfortunately, we look at everything through the prism of tiny furniture and girls. And it's really funny. This has a girls' connection because the guy who that she has the affair with, the romance with, is from Girls, if I'm not mistaken. The one who's not going to come back for the third season, but
the movie got propelled by tiny furniture. I mean, I think that's why there was press about it, and maybe it's you can't.
Let's put it like this. If you're a filmmaker, you want to ride whatever coattails you can. You want to sell your movie. If you're going to ride on a movie, let it be tiny furniture. Let it be Lena Dunham. What I find very interesting is she does it better than Lena Dunham, and it's just a catharsis that builds up at the end. You're like, yeah, I get this. I understand this. It's one of those movies that deals with personal failure on such a universal level. It is really moving. Incredibly well done. I couldn't recommend it more.
I'm going to take a look at it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look at it. Looks like it's kind of my alley. I might dig this.
Okay, the Oscars. The same producers have been brought back, and those same producers have asked Seth MacFarlane to come back. Now, we can complain about, and everybody did, about this past year's Oscars, but they did rise in the ratings, and I guess this is a decision made just based on those ratings. Maybe not for the betterment of the actual ceremony, but to keep people tuning in. Seth MacFarlane said before that he wouldn't do it again.
It's not going to matter. I mean, Seth MacFarlane's not. I would really be surprised if he came back and the fake outrage and everything. Give me a break. If he wants to, he'll come back. But if they'll find someone new, they're going to There's going to be a different host every year.
It would probably be Jimmy Fallon because he can sing and dance too, so that will appeal to them. And
maybe. I mean, you never know.
Because these guys are big, Broadway babies. These two guys who are doing this.
Maybe it'll be Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil.
They love Broadway. They want to have more Broadway on the show. And I'm using that as a code word, by the way.
Okay, but let me be very honest. It doesn't really matter. It depends what's nominated.
Yes.
It really does depend on what's nominated.
I know, but
that's all it really comes down to.
Everybody's going to say the show is boring and tasteless anyway, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, there's a reason why the highest rated was the year Titanic was nominated, because a billion people saw Titanic.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you think about it, all the nominees except for one were made over $100 million this year. So